Hey guys, welcome back to the Checkpoint, and around a month or so ago I put out a video entitled Dual Universe vs No Man's Sky, which was comparing the newly announced Dual Universe game, the one with procedural generation, to No Man's Sky from a gameplay, graphical and all-round perspective, and it did rather well. You guys seem to enjoy it. I know a lot of you guys first discovered this channel through that video, so it's awesome that you guys are on board. Well, a few days ago I got a lovely little email from the Dual Universe team asking if I would take a look at their brand new pre-alpha footage of Dual Universe and give my thoughts, potentially as a follow-up video to my other video. So here I am, me, the microphone, you guys, giving my thoughts on the brand new Dual Universe gameplay with a little bit of No Man's Sky comparison thrown into the mix, but mostly this is going to be a discussion video on how I think the game actually looks at this point in time, and to be honest, it looks quite good. So first of all, and as the dude says in the video, this is pre-alpha footage. Maybe not even that, perhaps the phrase tech demo would be better. He says they've still got some work to do on the UI, the effects and all that other stuff, but regardless, in my opinion, they have some really good foundation here. You can see all the foliage, the leaves, the trees, all procedurally generated, which is awesome. We also have the map in the top right and the inventory hotkeys at the bottom in a very similar vein to Minecraft, as well as a space station in the sky and some other places they visit throughout the gameplay. But enough about that, let's talk about stuff, more specifically stuff I like. So my absolute favourite thing about this whole gameplay is the level of customization available to you. There's numerous points throughout the gameplay where I thought stuff like, there's no way he's going to be able to build on that, there's no way he's going to be able to edit whatever that is, and he does it. He just sticks like a cube of material on the side of something, or on the side of his ship, and it remains there, it remains stuck to the ship until the player wants to edit it out. So it's a truly persistent and adjustable universe where the changes you make will actually stay there instead of deleting themselves after an extended period of time. Now, obviously this is one of the big differences between Dual Universe and No Man's Sky. In No Man's Sky, you can't build anything. There is no building mechanic in the game. You can't build a shelter, you can't build a house, you can't build a castle, you can't build any of that. But in this, he points to a space station in the sky that you can see hovering about there, and he says, you can build that. You can put some blocks together, or voxels as he calls them, some elements which are kind of like pre-built blocks and pre-built structures and stuff like that, and you can just go ahead and throw one of those space stations into the sky. It's really crazy that you can actually do that you can actually build your own space stations, and it's something that has a lot of potential for just some amazing gameplay moments. Like, you could build a Death Star if you wanted to, and you could build a monument to yourself if you wanted to. I'm just going to make a giant sculpture of my face in the sky and just have it watching over people, like the moon in Majora's Mask. It's just going to be there, watching down on people. The building mechanics look really cool and intuitive as well. You can sort of terraform and raise up ground, or simply dig into it to create holes and mine for minerals, which is awesome. And I think overall in this gameplay video, the team at Dual Universe really set themselves apart from that whole, in quote, No Man's Sky stigma that they've been stuck to. I mean, obviously there's similarities in the way the game is laid out. I mean, Dual Universe and No Man's Sky are, I think, as of right now, apart from like Elite Dangerous or whatever it's called, I think these are the only two games where it's a procedurally generated universe. Literally, you can fly from planet to planet. I think this is the first two games to actually take that theory and put it into motion, apart from Elite Dangerous, of course. And obviously there's some similarities with the seamless flying from ground to atmosphere and landing in space stations, and it's all really seamless, and it's very similar, but I think from this gameplay video and from the points I made in my previous video, I think I'm starting to see as well, how Dual Universe is setting itself apart. And some of you may be thinking that, they're still quite similar to each other, even though this gameplay video has done more than enough for me personally to set itself apart from No Man's Sky, and some of you may think it's still a little too similar to No Man's Sky. Well, this is kind of a good thing. Now, there are two main reasons why I think this is a good thing. Number one is that for everything that No Man's Sky doesn't have, so building mechanics and being able to build like these giant monuments in the sky and stuff like that, that's in Dual Universe. You can do all that in Dual Universe. So if you really like the look of No Man's Sky, but you can't fathom and you can't comprehend paying that much money without having building mechanics in there, you really want building mechanics, then buy Dual Universe. I mean, hopefully this settles some of the anger directed towards the No Man's Sky developers because there aren't any building mechanics in the game, and hopefully the people that really want that concept, really want that gameplay mechanic in there, they have somewhere to go to. I mean, it's better than nothing. The second reason why it's good that No Man's Sky and Dual Universe might be a little bit similar is that, remember, we fell in love with the game No Man's Sky, not the name. And what I mean by this is we really love, well, I personally really like the gameplay mechanics of No Man's Sky, and we shouldn't feel this sense of elitism, and we shouldn't disregard Dual Universe straight away because we fell in love with the game No Man's Sky, the gameplay mechanics, the exploration, the seamless flying, the planet exploring. We fell in love with that. So why are people angry about Dual Universe even being a thing? People say the more the merrier, and if there are more space sim games like No Man's Sky coming out, that's an excellent thing. But what do you guys think? Do you like the look of Dual Universe? Will you be picking it up at launch, or do you think it's still too similar to No Man's Sky even after seeing this brilliant gameplay trailer? I've got to say, they really knocked it out of the park here. I mean, there was enough content in here. It was quite a short video, but there was enough content to set itself apart from No Man's Sky, and hopefully you guys will give it a chance now after seeing the gameplay trailer. You can check it out in the description of this video. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. This has been Steve, that has been Dual Universe, and a bit of No Man's Sky. Checkpoint complete.